Betrayal in the palace. Ooni of Ife calls out elders over hypocrisy towards Queen Naomi's legacy. Okay? I'm sure a lot of you are keen followers of Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife stories, we realize that over time, while some of the elders in the palace have always supported Queen Naomi and what she stands for, there are, a lot of them also who have, despite benefiting a lot from Queen Naomi, have always stabbed her in the back, canvassing for her never to return back to the palace. Okay? So, in a very dramatic turn of events within the ancient walls of the Ife Palace, Ooni of Ife, our dear Kabiesi Obadeye Ogunsi, is reported to have, been enraged with some of the palace elders, over their perceived betrayal of Queen Naomi, okay, for quite some time now. Okay. Now, our dear Kabiesi, who is known for his diplomatic demeanor, is said to have confronted some of the elders over their double standards concerning Queen Naomi's scholarship initiative, which has benefited many of their own children. Don't forget that while Queen Naomi was in the palace, she was well known for having a lot of outreach, outreaches, interventions, which are meant to alleviate the sufferings of the indigent students, the malnourished kids, the vulnerable kids amongst us in the society. And this is one of the reasons why she started, an initiative, for scholarship, in and around the Ife, especially at the Obafemi Awolowo University, a scheme which benefits a lot of these same elders, who are now hell bent on making sure that Queen Naomi never returns back to the palace, despite all the effort being made by Ooni of Ife and even Paropo. Okay? So, Queen Naomi, during her tenure as Yeye Oluwa of Ile-Ife, like I've just said, established some of these scholarship schemes, aimed at providing scholarship to underprivileged children, including those of the palace elders. Like I said, a lot of these palace elders do have their kids who currently benefit from this scheme, right from the time Queen Naomi was in the palace and even up to now. Okay? But despite, her, I won't call it separation, despite the fact that she has left the palace for some time now, excuse me, the Union of Ife maintained that program, It didn't stop that program for once. It kept on following the scheme, paying the fees on behalf of Queen Naomi just to keep her legacy going, just to keep, just to strengthen the bond and the love between both of them. Okay? So, and despite this, her not being in the palace, like I said, this gesture, which is widely interpreted as a sign of respect and the lingering affection for Queen, continued unabated. Okay, but however, recent development have strained the situation, courtesy of this. This. Traits being displayed by some of these elders who are now orchestrating moves, to ensure that Queen Naomi doesn't return back to the palace. And why they are doing this, I really don't know. I don't know if they are doing this in cohort with some of the far wives, who have been rumored to be the brain behind campaign for Queen Naomi never to return back to the palace. But whatever it is, I'm happy that Ooni of Ife himself, is taking this whole thing serious and is about to make a landmark decision on the whole outreach. The fact that Ooni of Ife, our dear KBC, has come out according to this story, that is, if this rumor about this story is all true, I'm happy that he has come out to acknowledge the fact that he is not happy with the stand of these so-called Oloris, the elders. Okay, so according to the palace, okay, insiders, some elders, and some elders, sorry about that, and some elders, have been staunchly opposing any reconciliation move between Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, citing reasons such as, her public announcement of their separation via Instagram. Of course, I don't want to bore you guys with all the details. You guys are already aware that there was once that Instagram announcement of separation that Queen Naomi did, And with benefit of hindsight, I think that was a mistake, but then I think we have all evolved, from that. Okay. But they are now citing that Instagram announcement, on, I mean, and the controversy surrounding the recent Ibadan Stampede incident as one of the reasons why they think that Queen Naomi should not be allowed to come back to the palace, because as far as they are concerned, that has cast a stain. It's like a big stain on Queen Naomi, and they don't want Queen Naomi to come back to the palace to rub that stain, the purported stain, on the palace and Ooni of Ife. So these elders, reportedly view Queen Naomi's actions as a stain, okay, big stain on the palace reputation, and are determined to prevent her from coming back to the palace. But I tell you, I don't understand why they are doing this. I don't know if they are being sponsored, as is being already alleged. But whatever it is, these people are not God. And I mean, they cannot stand in between the love between Queen Naomi and our dear KBC. These guys don't really understand what is going on. If they do, they will realize that look, no effort by them is enough to, scuttle the settlement arrangement that is already being planned, not just by our dear KBC alone, but by Paropo himself. Okay, so I don't see what these elders can do when Paropo is has joined team up with our dear KBC to make this reconciliation eventually happen. But what has fueled Oni of Ife's anger, according to this report that is still being unfolding, is the hypocrisy of the same elders. Yes, you heard me well. So why they openly, I'm talking about the elders now, why some of them openly criticize Queen Naomi and advocate against her reconciliation with the monarch, that is our dear KBC, their children continue to enjoy the benefits of the scholarship scheme which our dear Queen Naomi herself has initiated. So why will you want to go against Queen Naomi and at the same time continue to enjoy the scheme which she set up all by herself, and which your children are enjoying to date? Why will you want to do that? So this blatant double standard has reportedly pushed the Union of Ife to the brink of scrapping the program entirely. And why will he not be so angry to want to do this? Because this sort of hypocrisy is just too much to bear right now. I mean, it's so disgusting that people can be this mean. Okay? It's so disgusting. And for those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice at this time, I'm sure that you're as disgusted as I am right now. Because on one breath, you are enjoying the scheme that this woman has set up. And on another breath, you are trying to say, okay, she should not come, blah, 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 because she went to Instagram to announce separation because there was stampede in Ibadan, which you all know that she didn't wake up in the morning to massacre these innocent, to buy these innocent kids. It happened because of the evil orchestration of some of these same people. So why now say it has now become a stain and just talk like that? Okay? So sources close to the palace, have revealed that Ooni of Ife sees this behavior as a betrayal of both Queen Naomi and even himself. Excuse me. But why wouldn't he be betrayed? Because if you can betray Queen Naomi this way, it means that Ooni of Ife cannot even trust some of these people. Because just because Queen Naomi has one or two issues now, they already betraying her just because she's not in the picture. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So he is said to be deeply disappointed by the actions of those who have benefited from Queen Naomi's goodwill, yet work tirelessly to undermine her. Because that is what all this is all about, excuse me, at this time. So the monarch has reportedly warned the elders to reconsider their stance, emphasizing that their actions are jeopardizing the peace and moves, and even the effort to mend fences with Queen Naomi. Okay? So the story of Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife has been a roller coaster of emotions, capturing the attention of many Nigerians like you and I. Okay? So, but while some sympathize with Queen Naomi for her public struggles, others side with the traditionalists who believe her separation announcement and the recent controversies, have tarnished the revered image of the throne. This latest confrontation adds a new layer of complexity to an already intricate saga. I have always said this. So the question now is whether the scholarship scheme will survive the Ooni's frustration or if the elders will reconsider their stance to preserve both the program and the relationship with the monarch. This is getting serious. Now, the palace is here to release an official statement as I do this video. Excuse me. But as tension rise, all eyes remain on the Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi to see if peace will eventually prevail. This is getting really crazy. But what do you think, those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice at this time? What do you think about these elders? On one hand, you are celebrating, you are enjoying, the fruit of the labor of Queen Naomi, who has graciously instituted that scheme of scholarship, which their kids are enjoying. And on the other hand, you're also saying that this woman who your kids are benefiting from should not return to the palace. I don't understand this. Is this not the height of hypocrisy? I believe this is it. So what do you think about this unfolding story? Please feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. I want to see you right there. Okay? Don't forget that these stories are within the realm of speculation, rumors, permutations. They are not facts. And please do not take them as fact. Okay? I'm going to be with you soon. God bless you.